In this lesson, we're going to tackle a problem involving a geometric sequence. Geometric sequences are fundamental in algebra, where each term is derived by multiplying the previous term by a constant called the common ratio. Here, we know the second term 2 is 4, and the fifth term of 5 is 32. Our task is to find the fourth term of 4. To do this, we'll need to use the general formula for geometric sequences and solve for the unknown parameters step by step. Helps in paying to how we set up equations and avoid common pitfalls like misinterpreting the term positions or forgetting to account for the exponents correctly. First, let's restate the problem clearly. We have a geometric sequence noted as a sub n. The given values are a sub r equals sit and a sub u equals sen sera. We need to determine a subset. In Chinese, the problem reads: 在等比数列 a sub n 中 a sub b r 等于 set a sub u 等于 sen sera 则 a sub b 的 set 等于括号 which translates to finding a subs from the options. This sets up our goal for the calculation, and it's important to note that we're dealing with specific term indices that will guide our use of the formula. 现在我们回顾等比数列的通项公式 ，an 等于 a1 乘以 r 的 n 减一次方，其中 a1 是首项 ，r 是公比。利用给定的项，我们可以写出方程。对于 a2， 因为 n 等于2，我们有 a1 乘以 r 的一次方等于4。对于 a5， a1 乘以 r 的4次方等于32。这两个方程将允许我们求解 r 和 a1。一需要注意的是，指数对应项的位置减一，所以 a2 使用 r 的一次方 ，a5 使用 r 的4次方。这对于设置除法步骤至关重要。To solve for the common ratio r, we can eliminate a sub 1 by dividing the equation for a 5 by the equation for a 2. This gives us a sub 1 times r to the fourth divided by a sub 1 times r to the first equals r cubed. And on the right side, 32 divided by 4 equals 8. So, r cubed equals 8. Taking the cube root, we find r equals 2. Since the cube root of 8 is 2, and in geometric sequences, the common ratio can be positive or negative, but from the positive given terms, we assume r is positive to maintain consistency. Next, we find a sub 1 by substituting r back into one of the equations. A sub 1 equals a2 divided by r, which is 4 divided by 2, giving a sub 1 equals 2. This step ensures we have both parameters needed to find any term. With var equals r and a sub e equals r, we can now calculate a subset. Using the formula, a sub c equals a sub e times r raised to the sen, since 10分钟 US e is then. So, a sub c equals r times r cubed, which is r times bar, resulting in 16. Therefore, the value of a sub c is 16. We should verify this by checking if it fits the sequence pattern. A sub r is c, a sub sen would be ba, a sub c is 16, and a sub wu is sen serai, which matches the given a sub wu, confirming our calculation is consistent and correct. To summarize, after solving step by step, we found that a sub 4 equals 16, which corresponds to option C. Now, let's briefly consider why the other options are incorrect. Option A is 8, which might be mistaken for a sub 3 or from miscalculating the exponent, such as using r squared instead of r cubed. Option B is negative 8, and option D is negative 16, but since both given terms are positive, and we found a positive common ratio, the sequence terms should remain positive, ruling out negative values. Thus, C is the correct choice. Remember to always check the sign and magnitude when working with geometric sequences to avoid errors in multiple choice settings.